Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing something a little different.
What you talking about?
Today I'm going to show you what I see behind the scenes of what you see on the screen. Let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so this is it at a first glance, and I know what you're thinking. This is no lavish setup. This is more or less something for me to look on back in the future. I'm moving house. Oh, focus is not having a good time here. Moving house in a couple of weeks, so I thought, why not record where it all started? So we'll get straight into it. First thing you can probably see is the Rosa Gaming light, logo light. That was not budget, but yeah, highly recommend. As you can see there, looks pretty snazzy. I just realized I'm recording this all on a phone, so I apologize for the bad audio quality. Here is a poster for you Warzone veterans, or the people that, like Warzone in general. This is the Jack Frags limited edition, I think it was limited edition, Season 1 poster. I believe that just before the Cold War integration. Got some cool little details in there. SPR, got the Jeep, people flying in, the Jugger Daddy, the subtle little hints, the DMR meta. Actually, fun fact, it was a year ago today where the DMR meta was wreaking havoc across Verdansk. This is Greg. If you've seen my YouTube or TikTok's intros, you've always seen him here. He's had my back, no pun intended, growing to a big, healthy, strong boy. This is a very cheap lighting stand. I think I got this from Kmart, super cheap, and just a standard colored bulb. And no, it's not Philips Hue. I think that's all, way too expensive. And yeah, this is a lot more simple option. So this is the PC. Now you probably noticed the very sophisticated anti-light device there, hanging up there. This is, if you haven't figured out, this is the spare bedroom. The girlfriend will come there and lay there as I stream or create content, which is quite a lot. So yeah. Chair, I recently upgraded this, but it's still a budget chair. I mean, it does the job, but it was a couple $100 from Amart. Does the job, but as soon as you sit on it, it creaks, it clicks, and it's, it's okay for a beginner chair, does the job. PC, I might actually get to that last because I have to awkwardly move it around to show you the specs. I recently upgraded this mic, well, as of yesterday actually. I just upgraded from an Ava Media USB mic, and I've upgraded to the Shure SM7 Pro, which is, you probably all know is pretty much the industry standard for good quality. And paired that with the Rode, is it PSA? Rode PSA boom arm, just very good. Move it around wherever I want. I noticed with the older mic, it was a little bit lighter, so sometimes you'd set it and this would just be creeping up all the time. But this is awesome. I want to do some editing, just move it out of the way, move the keyboard over, good to go. I've powered that through, I don't know if you can see it here, the cloud lifter, just to give me that little bit more gain. Then we've got the Focusrite Scarlett Audio interface there. Moving on, we have the Stream Deck. Once again, actually that just reminded me, sorry, this I purchased secondhand, so I wouldn't say you need it, but highly recommend if you can find one cheap. I purchased this secondhand along with this, the amp, and the mic. Another streamer was actually moving on from his content creation, so yeah, once again, I didn't exactly need these, but yeah, snaffled up the bargain. Just some of my LED remote controls there for the light. If you haven't figured out, I'm a bit of a Logitech fanboy. This is the Logitech Carbon 512. I can't remember, the 512. It's the Pro Mechanical keyboard. Highly rate it. I thought that I wanted to get a smaller keyboard and cut the num off, but I use these numbers all the time when I'm doing editing and I've just got to do a ton of, you know, smaller clips and keyframes and whatnot. It's loud enough, definitely loud enough to annoy people, but it doesn't get picked up in the mic, which these are the blue switches, I think. Yeah. So not as clicky as the red switches, the blue switches, sorry. But yeah, I think that's a sweet spot. Very good keyboard. Along with that, I've paired it with the Logitech Hero 502. Yeah, 502 Hero. Once again, I love this mouse. Everyone's running the Wireless Pro Ultralight. However, I've got slightly larger hands and I really value the thumb rest there. And yeah, I haven't had a problem with it. Actually, I lie. One of the triggers was playing up and they replaced it under warranty straight away. So, good product. I wouldn't mind trying out the Superlight, but yeah. Finishing off the Logitech hardware, we are running the sorry, that's very glary, my phone screen is broken. The Logitech Brio 4K, so that's what you can see here. Yeah, it's a decent image. The only thing, my biggest gripe with it is that it literally, you have to reset your settings every time you open up OBS. You can control it via the G Hub, but it's still autofocus, auto white balance changes, goes back to default every time. So that's my biggest gripe with it. But for a beginner webcam, it does the job. Next up, we have some extremely budget ring lights here. I'm not going to turn them on because they just throw the image of the video. But this here, I think I got it for like $20. And this one here was literally a cheap one from Big W. Conveniently, just for that side on, not much front on light, just to eliminate a bit of shadow. But most convenient thing about this has the phone mount, and that's where I can put my TikTok lives and get a bit of me. And my monitors, my primary gaming monitor is just the HP 1080p one, 144 hertz. Nothing fancy about it, but just does the job and does it well. And then my first monitor, which I bought, was the Asus Tough Gaming Monitor, 4K. But little did I realize it was only 60 hertz, so this has now become my secondary monitor. Nearly completely forgot about my headset that I'm using. I'm using the, GSP 500 Sennheiser. Great headset. The only gripe I have with it, it's quite heavy and it starts to hurt my big head along the top here. But very good quality mic. If you're not in the market to buy your own mic, this will do for the starters. Another thing is the big ear pads. My ears don't even touch the sides, makes it extremely comfortable there. Also, I just realized the monitor stands. Rest in peace, my cheap Bunnings table. I know these are holding on for dear life, but I've recently upgraded these to give me that more freedom down here. But yeah, as you can see, the sag there is quite tremendous. Had to do some dodgy things to make this table work, but this table was literally out of my parents' garage. Nothing fancy, but I do need an upgrade. Same with this. I had to use a coast mat to mount this and make this work. One of these coast mats. Oh, and the most underrated, unmentioned item is a bin. The amount of streaming setups I don't see with this, I don't know how you do it. Whether you walk out of the room every time, but yeah. And let's not talk about my cable management. Once again, I prefer to make quality what you see. Alrighty guys, so there is my setup. I know it's rough, I know it's budget. Just wanting to show that you don't need an expensive setup to start off. Even this has come a long way since when I started. So hopefully this can give you a bit of confidence to just run what you have, start producing quality content, and then the rest will follow. And next time I'll do one of these videos, it'll be in the future Roy's Content Creation Room. So we'll see you then.